Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine. I usually have a partner, but I'm gonna do this alone today. So I got a little news, a little comic book news. I'm sorry, comic movie news. Just found out yesterday that it's a little casting. So I'm sure people love Spawn, the 1995, I think, when that came out, played by Michael Jai White. Now, it's been talks that they was talking about remaking this movie. They've been talking about Todd McFarlane. That's the guy who created the character Spawn. It's also the guy who created Venom. So he created Spawn, and it was a big, it was a real popular comic. And they went on ahead and made a movie in like 95, 96. And, that movie didn't do so well. I remember a lot of people complaining like, "Ooh, it wasn't that good." And, a lot of people didn't even know who Spawn was. They just kind of like thought he looked kind of cool, so I'm going to just go check this movie out. It was a superhero movie. That's what superhero movies was, it wasn't none. So people like, okay, superhero movie, shit, I got to see this. And a lot of people disappointed, man. Michael Jai White did okay. Now, the character Al Simmons was a black man, African-American male that was in the special forces or something, and mercenary or something like that. So it was played by Michael Jai White. Actually perfect fit for the role. He did good. In my opinion, he did good in the role. So now they've been talking about remaking it. Now, like I said, the movie didn't do so well. It didn't do so well critically or financially, I believe. I'm not sure about the numbers. I just think it did not so good financially. So they've been talking about remaking it, and they was talking about Todd McFarlane. He wanted more hands-on because his whole deal was the movie wasn't good because he couldn't really get his, put his input in it like he wanted to. And a lot of studios made a lot of decisions that he didn't want or whatever. So he said on this one, he's gonna, I don't know if he said he's gonna direct, he's gonna write, he's gonna really be involved in consulting or whatever. So really be involved in this. So they cast the main character. And your main character is Jamie Foxx. I think Al Simmons. I didn't even hear if he gonna play Al Simmons. I was hearing people talk about Jamie Foxx have been cast in Spawn. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be Al Simmons, which is the main character. But it's possible that he could be somebody else. We'll see. I kind of, I don't know what I think about this. I'm gonna say no, but I really don't care. Why I say that is because I think Spawn was a one hit, a one chance deal, because that story is so out there that if you didn't get it right the first time, I don't think it's gonna work again. And I wasn't really a fan of the comic. I remember seeing the comic, like looking at other comics, like they used to have it like advertisement in other comics. Even though it wasn't Marvel, it was actually Image Comics, I believe. But they used to actually advertise other comics in other comics. I guess if you pay the money, they don't give a fuck. So I saw a Spawn here and there, and then I saw like a little, because Todd McFarlane actually used to sell toys. So I think that was his passion too. He made the comics. He also made figurines. So I remember seeing commercials with him selling his toys, Spawn toys, and I didn't know exactly how the comic was, but I knew he looked cool. I was interested in him just by his look, with that long red cape and the glowing eyes, and he kind of looked like Venom for real. I think that's kind of how he based him off. And so I remember seeing him like, in little comics or whatever. And so I knew when that movie dropped, I kind of looked him up a little bit and saw what the whole deal was. And when I looked up his story, I was kind of like, I don't know, man. It seems a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I did, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be into it or whatever. But when the movie dropped, I'm like, well, shit. I mean, I like Michael J. White. It looks kind of cool. I want to see it. So, man, dude, when this movie came out, man, man, this movie was trash too. They had these. This new movie is gonna be starring. No, it's gonna be produced by Blumhouse. Now, a lot of people don't know who Blumhouse is. Blumhouse make all those cheap horror movies. They budgets don't be no more than $5 million. So if you're gonna do a movie, if you're gonna do a superhero movie with Blumhouse, I don't see how it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be, I don't know what they're gonna do, or have it more character driven than special effects, because that's the thing. You need a lot of special effects. You got to show them. I mean, the first movie showed them in hell. A lot of the scenes. And he got this cape that can turn to shapes and do stuff and all that. I'm looking like, okay, that looks interesting. That looks like something you can do. I mean, I really don't know what. See, it's like when I first saw this news, I was kind of like, this stupid. Jamie Foxx don't fit that role. He don't fit Al Simmons. But now I'm thinking like, I don't care about Spawn. At this point, a remake of Spawn just ain't. Nobody's asking for this. I don't know if there's any Spawn fans still out there. It might have been a few people that. Because I remember the comic got big. A lot of people did like the comic. That movie kind of fucked it up for them. And then they had an HBO animated series I think people liked or whatever. I remember trying to watch it and I just couldn't get into that either. So I'm not a fan of Spawn. So I'm looking like, okay, I got a friend. I got a friend that's going to have a field day with this shit. Anyway, so that's my take on Jamie Foxx playing Spawn. I really don't care. Moving on.